Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I apologize for being a little bit late today. 1 o'clock snuck up on me, but we're here now and we're ready to go. Today, what we're talking about is the import feature. This particular feature is a core feature. It's been there. You may know about it or you may not know about it. And if you don't know about it, I'm here to tell you a little bit more about it today. So a little bit about myself very quickly. My name is Taylor Craig. I am a platforms consultant here at Kineo. I get the opportunity to travel around the country and work with all of our lovely clients in person. I also get the opportunity to work with our sales team really closely with new clients, making sure that we can meet their needs and everything that we do there. I am also part of our implementation team where I work very closely with our solution architects, making sure that you are trained every step of the way. While your solution is being developed, I'm working with those SAs, making sure that you're trained on any customizations you have, any core things that you have, any of that good stuff. I make sure that you are happy and comfortable with the solution that they have amazingly proposed to you, I'm sure, because they're great. So they're a lot of fun to work with. A little bit about office hours. In office hours, I'm typically here early and typically here on time at 1 o'clock. And what we do is we go over 1 o'clock Central Standard Time every Thursday. We go over some type of Totara feature. We talk about anything in the system. If you have an idea, if you want to see something specific, let me know, and I will be more than happy to add that to my list. I believe in the email that you receive weekly, there should be a link in there allowing you to submit your ideas. So if you do have some ideas, let me know about it, let me hear about it. I want to add that to that list. And then at the end of the session, what we do is we have about 45 minutes where I'm yours for 45 minutes. You can ask me any question. It does not have to relate to the topic at hand. It typically, any issue that you may be having on your current site. If you give me permission, I will pull it up on the screen. We will walk through it. So it's basically an hour of free training. So glad to do that, glad to work with you. For the feature presentation, the little 15-minute overview, we do post that to YouTube for anybody and everybody to see, but that 45 minutes afterwards, that is client-only time, and we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to voice any questions that you may have. So like I said, what we're talking about today is import. My slide is very bare. Basically, what is it? And where is it? How do I do it? Why do you do it? What purpose does it serve? And actually, it worked out wonderfully because today, I actually had a client today that had an excellent use case for why in the world you would use import. So what she was doing, and I was really impressed by what she was doing, was she's doing some testing for some customizations, right? But she also needs to be doing some QA checking of her own and some testing of some additional quizzes in some of her other courses. And so what she wanted to do, she said, how can I get that quiz into just a blank course where I can check that quiz while I'm also checking my solution all the way from A to B? How do I do that? And I want to do that easily, and I don't want to bring across everything. And last week, if you saw the recording last week, what we talked about was backing up and restoring courses. And she already knew how to do that because we had trained her on that before. But she was like, I don't want everything. I just want that quiz. That's all I want. And so I said, hey, you, ma'am, have just helped me prepare for office hours very well. So what she's going to do now, moving forward, is she's going to import that quiz just into a blank course. So it's really easy to do. You can do it from any course into another course. You can pull any information from one course into another. So I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to find one of my courses. I think this one's blank, actually. Excellent. So we've got a nice little blank course in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to import some content from another course into this course. So I'm going to scroll down. Where this is located underneath Course Administration, and it's all the way down here. It's similar. It's in the same location as that backup and restore. And last week we talked about backing up and restoring. You can use that backup restore feature inside of one system, or you can do it from one Totara site to another Totara site, so you can use that way. Import, however, it's going to work inside of this one system. So I can't import something from another Totara instance into here. If you want to do that, use that backup and restore. But if you're just wanting to move something from one course into another course, use import. So I'm going to click on this. And then I need to locate the course that has the information in it that I want. So it's going to give me all the courses, and you'll see here it says there's too many to pull from. So I'm going to look for the specific course I want to pull from. And I have a course on here called Totara Course Basics. There it is. So that's going to pull up that particular course. So I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to say Continue. So what this gives me is it kind of gives me kind of a wizard type format where I'm clicking through all of my different options here. And I may or may not want everything. I don't necessarily want the blocks. I don't care about that content. I don't want the filters. I don't have any special filters applied that I know of in that particular course. I may have some filters, but I just want to pull across quiz. That's really all I'm after. So I don't want to pull any filters. I don't want reminders because that applies to feedback. And I'm not pulling the feedback module, so I don't need that. And I don't need calendar events because I don't have a due date on anything. I'm not pulling anything face-to-face. I'm not pulling any of that. All I'm pulling is a quiz. So I definitely want to make sure I include that question bank. That's going to be critical. Otherwise, my quiz isn't going to work. I'll have the shell, but I won't have the questions. So I'm going to say Next. So what this does is it brings me to here's everything you have to choose from, basically, is what this particular screen is. What I like to do when I know there's a lot of stuff in the course, and I know this course has a lot of stuff in it, what I like to do is I like to click on None so that it unselects everything, and I don't have to uncheck each one by one. And then I like to go down and I like to use my icons here. This is where icons do actually come in really handy for you because you can just kind of at a glance see what it is you're looking for. I know I'm looking for a quiz, so I'm looking for that piece of paper with a big check mark on it. That's all I'm looking for. And then I can verify that that is what I'm looking for. And also my topic happens to be named quiz. Your topics may be named Welcome to Training 101, whatever you might name your course topics. But this is my topic and it's called quiz. You'll notice that I can't click this. So I do, in fact, I do have to bring the topic across with me, but that's okay. That's easy to fix. And I can then move things around wherever I want it. But I need the content that's in that topic. Okay, so I'm going to select that. And if I happen to want something else, if I want the chat, I can bring that. If I want this book, I can bring that. So I can bring across lots of different things if I want to. And I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. I don't want anything else, just that quiz and that chat. And I'm going to say Next. And what this is going to show me, it's going to say, okay, here's what you had the option of bringing, and the green check marks, this is what you did bring. So you'll see here, I've got 2 green check marks for my quiz, and I've got 2 for my chat. Okay, so it's bringing that across. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say perform that import. And it's going to think about it for a second. And ta-da, import complete. So now I'm going to continue, and where this is going to take me, this should take me into the course that was blank initially. So the course is blank, and you're going to notice something very interesting. Quiz is located here, and chat's located here. So why in the world didn't it put it just all at the top or all at the bottom or all somewhere logical, right? Actually, what it's doing is it's bringing these in where they were located in the other course. So it's going to place them into this course where it was located in the other course. So if I want to move things around, really easy to do. All I do is I turn my editing on. That gives me my tools that I can now move things around. So I can now move this up, put it where I want it. I can do that with the entire topic, you see, and then I could do it with just the activity. So basically, it allows you to build pieces of a course really quickly without having to go back in and dig around and look for other stuff. So just kind of a nice little feature. Again, I was working with another client who really needed this functionality earlier today, so it really worked out well. And it's really kind of a nice feature that's available that a lot of people don't realize is there. So that is it for our feature presentation. I am going to turn it back over to you guys and let you ask any questions that you have.